The Long Man of Wilmington is one of the most mysterious monuments in Britain. It's something of a mystery, and there's been a lot of controversy surrounding its age and what it depicts. Is it Neolithic like the barrow just above it, or is it from the Iron Age, or maybe Saxon? Science has given us quite a shocking date for the giant. It's not from any of these eras. It's from the Tudor period, the mid-1500s. We know this because of a technique called optically stimulated luminescence, or OSL. The same technique used to give us the dates of the White Horse and of the Cerne Abbas giant. Trenches are dug below the figures to reveal a layer of chalk debris created during the carving or re-chalking, which is washed down by the rain. The surrounding soil is dated by analysing quartz granules which store solar energy and indicate when the soil was last exposed to sunlight. Cerne Abbas was dated to around 700 AD. The date came as a surprise. This is because the Cerne Abbas giant isn't mentioned in any records until the 17th century, so historians thought it couldn't be older than the Middle Ages. The same assumptions have been made about the Long Man. He wasn't mentioned in any records until the 18th century. I wonder if we might get an earlier date for the Long Man at some point in the future, and here's why. At Cerne Abbas, several trenches were dug directly below the elbows and the feet for maximum runoff. At Wilmington, there was only one trench dug, quite a bit further away from the figure. In the future, they may take more samples from several places on the figure, like they did at CERN, just to get a better spread of data. The issue is, it's incredibly expensive to do an excavation like this. The dating has only been carried out once, nearly 20 years ago. The trench was dug below the feet, which, as you'll see, have changed position over the years. For now, the excavation is the best date we have, and to be honest, the Tudor period does make sense for several reasons. There may have been a taste for large hill carvings in Tudor England. In Plymouth, a carving of the two giants Gog and Magog were believed to have been carved in the 1400s. That carving is sadly lost now. People would dress up as giants for festivals. Another theory suggests it was carved by monks at the nearby priory. The two staffs could quite conceivably be walking sticks. Some have theorised it represented Cromwell forging a gap between Britain and Rome. They also said that Cerne Abbas was Cromwell until the dating proved that theory wrong. The Long Man has changed a lot over the years. The first drawing of him was done in 1710. As you can see, he looked much more squat, but still holding the two staffs. In 1776, another drawing was done of him. This time, the staffs had changed completely, and he was holding a scythe and a rake. Then, in 1807, another drawing was done. This time, he was more slender and has the staffs again instead of the rake and the scythe. It's a strange blip in the Long Man's history, but it's not the only time that he's changed to fit the current climate. During COVID-19, a face mask appeared on the giant, and he was transformed into a woman by a daytime TV show. By 1807, the outline of the Long Man was almost completely covered as it hadn't been maintained. In an effort to conserve the Long Man, the chalk was replaced with bricks, using the vague outline and the drawing from 1710 as a guide. But who's to say this drawing was his original form? He seems prehistoric just because we don't understand what he's meant to be. And that may be why I'm hoping for a revised date, because it would make more cultural sense if it came from a time that we just didn't understand. One of the most tantalizing and fun theories is that he's in fact Anglo-Saxon. This belt buckle, found in an Anglo-Saxon burial just the county over, does share some stylistic similarities. Another tantalizing theory is that he represents Beowulf. And here is a bronze from the 6th century found in Sweden representing Beowulf's battle against Grendel. Stylistic comparisons are ultimately subjective and they don't carry as much weight as the science does. So, in conclusion, the most likely date for the Long Man is the Tudor period, but wouldn't it be great to have some more samples taken?